the love it sold. He handed your picture to a psychic, expecting nothing more than a simple reading. The room was dim, bathed in the soft glow of flickering candles. The air carried the scent of burning sage, and a faint chime echoed in the distance. The psychic sat silently, her gaze steady as she took the photograph. At first, all seemed calm. She ran her fingers over the edges of the picture, her touch delicate, as if sensing something beyond the image. Closing her eyes, she breathed deeply, her expression serene. But then something changed. Her breath quickened. Her fingers trembled. A shadow of unease flickered across her face. The man leaned forward, his curiosity turning into concern. The air in the room grew thick, almost suffocating. He hadn't expected this. Her lips moved, but no sound came. It was as if she whispered secrets only she could hear. His heart pounded. This was supposed to be light-hearted, fun. But now, a strange dread twisted in his stomach. When she finally opened her eyes, they gleamed with an intensity that made him instinctively lean back. "You don't understand what you're dealing with," she murmured, her voice steady but laced with something deeper of fear, or perhaps awe. She set the photograph down with shaking hands, as though it burned to hold it any longer. His curiosity turned to something else entirely. "What do you mean?" His voice barely rose above a whisper. The psychic hesitated. Her gaze darted to the darkened corners of the room, searching for something unseen. "They are not ordinary," she said finally. "Their energy is overwhelming." Confusion twisted his thoughts. Overwhelming? He knew your habits, your quirks. But had he overlooked something? Was there a side of you he had never seen? The psychic exhaled slowly. "They carry a power," she said. "Something ancient, something that demands respect." A shiver crawled down his spine. "What kind of power?" "It's not something you see," she whispered. "It's something you feel. They have the ability to uncover what's hidden in both light and darkness." The man gripped the table, his knuckles white. "They are in your life for a reason," she continued. "But the journey will not be simple." Her words hung heavy in the air. Had he always sensed this about you? That undeniable pull, the feeling that meeting you was more than coincidence? The candles flickered. The shadows danced. As he left the psychic's room, the night air bit against his skin. But it wasn't the cold that unsettled him. It was her final words. "They are not in your life by chance." The thought echoed in his mind, refusing to fade. Who are you, truly? And why did it feel like, despite everything, he was only just beginning to understand? Exclamation mark.